Hey guys, it's Megan, and today I'm back with another Create This Book video. It's definitely been a minute since my last one. I think the last one was posted in 2020, but we're gonna ignore that. I watched Moriah Elizabeth's Create This Book challenge last week, and I was like, you know what? I really should try to finish something for once in my life, so I decided I'm gonna get my Create This Book. I'm gonna fill out as many pages as I can in one day. And real quick, before we jump into it, I wanted to let you guys know that I just made a Patreon. Head over to patreon.com/MeganWeller for exclusive videos, craft advice, and printable crafts like this Sketchbook Ideas Jar. I wrote down 100 of my favorite prompts from my 5 Ways to Fill Your Sketchbook series. And what you do is you print these out, cut them up, put them in a jar, and if you ever need ideas for what to draw, you can just pick one out. I also put these little QR codes that you can scan to be taken to the video. So the first page that I decided to fill out says Create Doodles. Fill this entire page with mindless doodling. Try not to plan out what you draw. Alright, not gonna lie, this one was definitely a little bit more of a difficult one because if you know me, you know I literally have to plan everything out. I overthink everything way too much. So I was actually kind of proud of myself because I genuinely went into this with no plan whatsoever. I did plan on like the supplies that I was going to use. I wanted to use Posca pens for this. So what I did was I painted the background first because I find that if I use Posca pens, it works a little bit better if I have like a painted surface to work on so that it doesn't rip up the paper so much. I used this color called Antique White from Apple Barrel. Something that I've learned from doing other pages in my Create This Book is that paints with a matte finish work a lot better because if you use a gloss finish, it can cause the pages to stick together. But after that dried, I went in with my Posca pens and started doodling. Like I said, I really did not have a plan for this at all, and my ideas definitely changed as I was working on the page. So first I drew a butterfly. I found this circle stencil on my desk, so I drew a pink circle. Whenever I was coloring in the wings of the butterfly, I got a little bit too much paint on there. I don't know if you've ever used Posca pens, but sometimes a little bit more comes out than you want. So what I did was I took this small paintbrush and I used some of that extra paint to make paint strokes on the page. Then I drew some hearts and used a paintbrush to draw some of these like curved dashed lines. This page ended up having a really similar vibe to the preppy collage painting that I did a couple weeks back. And like the prompt said, I literally just kept adding more random stuff. So I added more butterflies, some more circles, some flowers, a few stars, some like wiggly lines. I ended up looking around my room and just seeing if there was anything that could inspire my drawings. So I did this lava lamp that was inspired by this painting that I did a long time ago. Then apparently I went back to the butterflies. I was really just all over the place with this. I started looking around my room for more things. So I did this little skull that was on another painting that I did. Then I drew this owl that was inspired by a magnet that I have. This little dinosaur which was inspired by some scrapbook paper packaging. I turned one of the circles into a smiley face, but I put hearts for the eyes because it was pink, I guess. I actually don't know. Then I drew a little cat head, which this paint pen was running out and it was a little bit of a struggle, but we got it eventually. She came through. And I also drew one of these bead animals. I made some of these in my seed bead crafts video and I turned them into earrings, but I actually had this one that I made quite a while ago just kind of hanging in my room, so I decided to draw him. I tried to use that same color to sort of add some blobs to the edges, but apparently all my Posca pens wanted to run out today, so love that for me. But I just kept adding a whole bunch more random stuff. I feel like you get the idea at this point. Oh, actually, another thing that I did with the Posca pens is I got a paper plate and I pumped some of the paint out of the Posca pen, and then I kind of like mixed that with water to create this sort of watercolor effect. So here's me kind of showing how I did that. I just scribbled on the paper plate, mixed that with a little bit of water, and painted that onto the page. This really helped me to fill in some of that extra space. I think that Posca pens were a great choice for this because there are so many different ways that you can use them. Plus they work really well for layering. So if you're not loving how something's turning out, you can go over it super easily. I just kept adding more details until I was happy with it. And here's how my finished page turned out. I actually like this page way more than I thought that I would, and it was surprisingly fun to do. The next page that I decided to work on says Create Straight Lines. Make a design using only straight lines. Since I was trying to work within a time limit for this, I went with the first idea that popped into my head. I started looking around my room some more, and I saw this crystal-shaped sun catcher that I made last year. These are actually pretty cool. I made this out of that rainbow window film that was popular on TikTok maybe like a year or two ago. And what I did was I cut the shape out with my Cricut and I layered some vinyl on top of it. This is kind of cool to have in the summer because it kind of helps me keep track of what time it is, because if the rainbow's on the closet door, it's probably 5 o'clock. If it's on the wall, it's probably like 7 o'clock. I barely even know what day it is, let alone what time it is. So it's kind of nice to have that signal signal that like the day's almost over and you better go feed the dog. The only problem with it is that it doesn't really work in the winter because of where the sun is. I don't know if it works for the sunrise in the winter. Maybe it does. I don't get up that early. If anyone else has this rainbow window film, let me know. Like, guys, it's terrible. The only time that it's quiet for me to record voiceovers is like after midnight. So I go to bed at maybe 4 or 5 in the morning and I wake up around 10. Ideally, sometimes it's later than that and I hate it, but that's just how it goes. I don't really know what the point of that story was, but I have not seen a sunrise in a very long time. Comment down below, are you a morning person or a night person? I feel like I'm more a middle of the day person. I feel like I'm the most productive maybe between 11 and 7, 8. I am absolutely not a morning person. I'm the kind of person, I will set 10 alarms, I will sleep through every single one. Once I learned how to drive, I was literally late to school every single day. I don't think I was on time to school ever my senior year. Every single day I snuck in the back door and hoped for the best. But yeah, the drawing, I outlined everything with a black Posca pen, filled it in with paint, added some highlights with a white Posca pen, and that was it. Oh my gosh, you guys, okay, so I went to take the clips off and close the book and just look what happened. Like half of the pages fell out. Like they just gave up, which same. But here's how the finished page turned out. I actually really like this one. The reference image that I used for this, it wasn't colored in, so it's probably not the best in that regard. I just kind of did it randomly, but I still kind of like it. The last page that I got to on this day says create a list of fads. Think about the current crazes, write, illustrate, or place pictures of anything that's trendy at the moment. Alright, so I decided to do this a little bit differently than what the prompt said. I recently realized that I've been making YouTube videos for literally almost 10 years. My first YouTube video that I ever posted, I posted on June 13th, 2012. It was not on this channel, it was on a channel that is now private, but if you would like to see those videos, actually, I'm reacting to them on my Patreon, so shameless self-promo. If you want to go support me on there, I would seriously love you forever. So for this page, I decided to draw the trend that stood out to me the most every year over the past 10 years. There are a lot of years in here that I don't remember that well, but 2012 was a good one. We had mustaches on everything. I have this picture. If I can find it, I'll put it in here, but I thought I was very artsy with my little mustache ring. Like, girly, what are you doing? Also, duct tape crafts. I was obsessed with those, like, are we surprised? No. And I also put this little owl necklace. I feel like everyone had this necklace in 2012. Just owls in general. I blame Bethany Moda. 2013 was the start of the whole DIY galaxy era. That's the main thing that I remember from that year. Also, rainbow looms were popular in 2013. But I suck at rainbow looms, so I did not put those. Also, they would have been hard to draw. 2014 was like peak Brandy Melville. All of the muscle tanks, specifically this moon one, was very popular, I remember. I still have this, and it's very ratty. It has lots of like holes in it, and there's paint on it, but it's still a decent workout shirt. I actually still really like their stuff. I just got these like lacy tank tops from there. 10 out of 10, very cute. 2015, I actually had such a hard time thinking of anything for this year. What I thought of was, you know, the DIY EOS videos, or is it EOS or EOS? I think it's technically EOS, but that just sounds so wrong. 2016, we had Pokemon Go. That was fun. That year also gave us Musical.ly. I actually liked Musical.ly. I liked Musical.ly a lot better than I liked TikTok. The algorithm wasn't as creepy. Also that year, I made my first sort of viral-ish type video. I made a DIY pop socket video that got a little bit over 2 million views. And that brings us to 2017, which was the year of the fidget spinner. I made so many fidget spinner videos. And 2018, again, this year, I couldn't really think of anything. That was another year that kind of just like sucked for me personally. So I think DIY squishies were popular that year though, so that's what I put for that one. 2019, the year of the Visco girl. We got the hydro flask, we got the scrunchie. I ended up doing that same sort of faux watercolor technique in the background where I got some Posca pens, watered them down, and spread that on there with a paintbrush. I could have used regular paint or like actual watercolor, but like the Posca pens were right there, so that's what I did. Then we move into 2020. I put a mask for this one. That wasn't really like a trend. It was more of like a necessity, and also Animal Crossing, I put Tom Nook. And for 2021, again, I couldn't really think of anything that remarkable. I know crochet was a trend last year, and these phone straps were a trend. Honestly, I have been so out of it. I've lost so much time, like not even from 2020. About 2013 to 2018, we don't know her, we don't remember her, we never saw her. 2019 was my first good year in a long time, and then everything just went to crap. Dear God, it's like I woke up one day and I'm just old. I don't like it. I did this on a separate sheet of paper. I feel like this is pointless to talk about now, like you already saw what I did, but I did it on a separate sheet of paper, glued it in. I left a space for 2022 blank because, well, the year's not over yet, and again, I could not think of anything. Like, what's trendy right now? I don't freaking know. If you know what's trendy, please leave me a comment because I genuinely have no idea. Usually by this time of year, there will be something like fidget spinners or Visco girls or whatever. But honestly, I got nothing. But yeah, here's how the page looks so far. I actually kind of like this one. I think that this was really fun, and hopefully I figure out what's trendy this year so we can finish it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A huge thank you to my patrons whose names are on the screen right now. My merch, my website, and all my social media will be linked down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. Bye!